All right, welcome in, YouTubers. Gonna try to share this too. I'm by myself here, and doing this spontaneously, so please bear with me. The worst part about all this is having to tell people about it. Although if the Knicks keep up what they've been doing, then this is going to be here's a 5-second call that Payne got, or Cade just didn't really try that hard to get open. I'm enjoying Doris Burke actually being more critical than usual. Anyway, Pistons got to get their offense going here. Haven't scored in 3 minutes. 22-7 fourth quarter. Anunoby's been good on Cade. They haven't done enough, in my opinion, to get him off. They're going to go into the post to Tobias Harris, who hasn't scored in this half after 22 in the first. They didn't really look his way. This is not an advantage matchup, and Josh Hart shows you why right there. Interested to see how long Tibbs will stick with Payne. He's been good, but also is not one of their best players. Right now, Payne is on Beasley. And Pistons trying to get some offense with both Hardaway and Beasley on the floor. There's a steal. Towns this time. He's been better in the second half. They're going to get another run out. What a destruction by the Pistons offense. But Karl Anthony Towns has been good. Cade has not been good. They're going to try to get Harris involved here. No contact at all on the screen. Here's a deep three by Hardaway. They never even got the ball inside the three-point line. Awful. Now Brunson guarded by Cade. Crosses him over. Brunson, he'll work with Towns here. Now he wants to get Harris on him. Instead, blows by to the base. Oh, Duran swept over, but didn't really try to get his own block shot. Still time here. Down to 4. Hart. Nice. Little same hand, same foot finish. 19-0 now is the run. The Pistons fiending for a bucket, but this is their best offensive lineup on the floor. Harris, wild reverse. Towns stopped him. Towns with something to say to Harris. 3-on-2. Knicks now have completely beaten the spirit out of the Pistons. They just didn't even try to get back. And this is now a 21-0 run. Sorry, Pistons fans, for turning this on. That must have really killed you. Here's Beasley finally. Three-pointer breaks the run. Gets it back within 10. And it's Beasley now guarding Brunson. Brunson wants to call up Harris anyway. Switch with Harris onto Brunson. Brunson hasn't had the touch from deep. Let's see here. We're going to get a defensive 3 seconds on Duran, who thought that he had cleansed, but not the case. It'll be a technical free throw for the Knicks. Brunson gets that free throw. Beasley against Brunson. They run the pick and roll and switch it. Towns now coming through. Thompson coming over. Cade completely lost. Josh Hart along the baseline. Asar Thompson is in. Schroeder's back in too. They finally set a screen up top. Cade blows in, and Payne commits the foul. Yes. Probably time for Tom Thibodeau to go back to Mikal Bridges here, I would say, though. Yeah, I mean, that was Beasley. He actually hands off Karl Anthony Towns to Thompson, and they had it covered 2-on-2, but Cade just lost heart. Cade has had some moments in this game, but largely has been frustrated, largely has been involved with the referees. Can we do Wolves Lakers? I don't think I have the energy for that. If it's close late, maybe. But I might be watching that one on delay to have a little dinner with the family. But we've got a long, long way to go in these playoffs. I can usually handle about a stream and a quarter per day without getting totally burnt out. Now Brunson against Schroeder trying to back him into his spot. Brunson gets open, left it short. So many of his jumpers have been short today. When they've been able to keep him from getting to the rim, the defenses look good. Cade trying to post up on Hart. They throw it away. I thought Cade did get held there by Josh Hart. Pistons have had a rough whistle, but the rough whistle isn't the reason that they haven't scored at all in the fourth quarter. Towns wants it against Thompson. This is actually a harder matchup than Harris, but he gets by him. Not good enough from Thompson. There's no excuse. Ausar Thompson is one of the quickest guys laterally in the NBA to not just give up a straight right-hand drive to Towns. And there's another steal. Pistons, again, not trying hard enough to get back. Payne fires a three. Not quite good night yet. Pistons haven't done a good enough job of going at Payne. And we're going to get a blocking foul on Brunson. Billy Kennedy says, count it. Brunson says, yeah, give me a second here. I think he might have got the wind knocked out of him on that charge attempt. Winston says, new to playback. Anyway, I can back up 10 seconds. If you go onto the YouTube, you can do it. If also, what you can do is use a VPN and then tell the world that you are not streaming for the United States. Then you can actually just watch the game all in this window and don't have to worry about syncing up. Payne will bring it up to take some pressure off of Brunson. They have Hart who can do that obviously as well. Hart wants to get Harris onto him. They actually are going to try to go Towns at Ausar Thompson. Very interesting. Towns goes right. Thompson does cut him off that time. Towns has made that little step to the left floater. Thompson has pushed it in transition well, almost threw it away, and he did. Why has Tibbs gone to Payne like this? Because he's been good. And I think if he missed one shot or they went at him defensively at all, yeah, they did send Bridges to the table now. But Payne made a couple of big shots. He forced that 5-second. Here's Hart blowing by Thompson again. Cade comes over. This is a very small group for the Pistons. Probably should have shot that earlier. As there's the foul that will get Campaign out of the game, and that is a really bad foul to take place in the backcourt, up by 10 with under 2 minutes remaining, to let him score so quickly. Beef Stew might be hurt. Why is he not in over Duran? Yeah, I think that's kind of a problem. He missed the last 2 games with knee inflammation, the first of which they were trying to win, and he just hasn't been moving very well. He then looked like he contested a shot and went down. I couldn't tell it was bothering him, maybe like a calf or something, but that's very speculative. I don't have a lot of confidence that as Cade misses the first free throw. Yeah, Stu has been good, but he may be on a minutes limit too. I don't think he's at his full capacity right now. So Payne sits down, deserved huge hand from the MSG crowd. Knicks go back to their starting group. What have the Knicks been doing to limit Cade's effectiveness? OG Anunoby, number 1. Like, Cade can't really bully him the way he can most of the guys who are defending him. When it's been Bridges on him, Cade's been pretty effective. I would also say that the Pistons just haven't done a good enough job of targeting other defenders. There's Bridges stepping in from 3-point range to 2-point range, and 11-point game now. Cade gets the screen at half court from Brunson's man, goes in for the dunk. Yeah, Cade, this is going to be a big talking point here. The Pistons getting a rough whistle. I thought the referees did a pretty good job in the first. Yeah, I love that no call. Absolutely love that no call right there. Of Brunson just not trying to make a move. He's just trying to go out of bounds and force the referee to make a call. Here's a three by Cade. Looks like Hardaway got, or Schroeder got hit in the head. Down to 6. We're not out yet. And a foul full court. They're not in the bonus yet, though. This is good pressure by New York. Or sorry, by Detroit. Reminder for those of you watching on YouTube or on playback, click that little bell. Good pressure by Schroeder. Yeah, Schroeder wants a challenge here. They're not going to take it. They only have one timeout left because of that big run. But yeah, set that little bell, especially on YouTube. You get it when we go live. Brunson going to run the time down. Brunson tries to attack. Thompson goes right through him. And the layup is good. Again, Thompson has had too many times, as good as he can be, where he just wasn't quite in a stance. Cade tries to draw the foul, not even close. Cade goes for the steal. He's getting really frustrated. And he's got to find a way to channel that. Here's another layup, and we're done here. All right. Thanks for joining us. Might jump on the end of Lakers and Wolves, but set that bell, and that's how you'll know if I do.